Hey guys, Team FTL here. I'm gonna bring you guys a Tsukiyomi deck profile. My friend lent it to me on today, and so I can use it for locals because I played Japanese once there. I thought it was unfair. So I went by the honor system. I just decided to borrow a deck from my friend, use English. I mean, it's fair game. There's this guy who runs Majesty, like one Majesty, so it's not that good. One Wingo Brave. It's unfair. I won't say it's broken, but I mean it can be searchable. You get a grade 3 essentially if you boost a blaster. The probability is slim, but it's still, he's 2 sets ahead of us, so I wouldn't say us, but a set ahead of the English players. So I think it's unfair. I think he should be honest, and I think he should just take it out. But if he gets like Blaster Darks, which I heard he's gonna try to do, I'm gonna call him out. I'm gonna tell the counter girl, tell the people, ask them if they don't want to play Japanese, ban it from the store. Because this guy brought up a good point when I played it. He said tournaments such as regionals, Toronto qualifiers, not allow Japanese. So I actually felt kind of bad for using the Japanese, so I took his advice and I stopped playing Japanese ever since. So I hope that other players also realize that. Hopefully you guys can understand. Yeah, so anyway, that's besides the point. Let's get started. Godhawk Ichibi-Yoshi. Check top 5. This deck is revolved around trying to get your stack of triggers by using this the Ride Chain, by putting stack triggers on the bottom of your deck, because this card, or the Ride Chain in itself, does that. So check top 5, look for the grade 1. That'll come up in a minute. Goddess of the Crescent Moon. Tsukiyomi. Okay, yeah, I know how to speak English. Start with the triggers. 4 draw. It's gonna be like 2 Dream Eater, 2 Miracle Kid. They're the same thing. They're both 5k. Whatever. Oh yeah, I feel like 8 draws too much. I'd rather win the game than draw a few cards, to be honest. 6 draw, 6 crit's fine. No problem with that. 8 draw, 4 crit. Draw 1, you have 3 left. Damage check 1, you have 2 left. Probabilities, I'd rather win the game, etc. 4 heal. Standard. 8 crit. So 4 Psychic Bird to get that 6 soul for the Tsukiyomi. And yeah. Oh shit. Oh crap. Yeah, I don't have my stand anymore because my uncle took it back. It actually kind of broke, and then so I just used this cup. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. 4 of the Goddess of the Crescent Moon Tsukiyomi. This card I was talking about. You search for the Godhawk Ichibi-Yoshi. Use this card to search out the grade 2 that's coming up later. Yeah, so you make up your stack with the whole Ride Chain. This is part of it. 7k. I wish it gained 1k, but I think that would be a little too broken, especially in the Ride Chains that gain 1k are usually the ones that are later. So set 4, set EBO3, I think. Spectral Duke, etc. 4 Gemini, Gemini, whatever. 8k. Who doesn't run 8ks? I mean, if you don't, I don't know if you're good. Either that or the deck doesn't need it. Which I really don't know a deck that doesn't need 8ks. 1 Coco. I think it's my friend's deck. I think he doesn't need this as much, or just to fill in the space. So yeah, check top card. It's not bad. Oracle Guardian Blue Eye. This card helps cycle your stack faster because you get to draw a card if you're at 6 soul and put one from your hand to the bottom of the deck. Essentially, it's an Airmo, 5k. The reason it's 5k is probably going to boost Tsukiyomi because it's 11k, hits for 16. It's probably the highest you'll ever get. Is to, well, the highest you'll get is 19, but you won't hit over for, magic numbers, like 21, etc. 20, yeah, so you draw a card. It's like Airmo, as I said, draw a card. Because you basically revitalize your hand. So, yeah. 2 of those. 4 Perfect Guards. This deck has good hand advantage. why not run 4? If you run down to it, just ditch 1, still have 2 left. So I feel like when you run 3, you ditch 1 and you run out. I'm using that as a circumstance that you have no choice. So, but most of the time you can use it very well because Tsukiyomi has good hand advantage, +2. What's the Tsukiyomi? Anyway, Goddess of the Half Moon? Yeah, Tsukiyomi. When this card rides the grade 1, you get to Soul Charge 2. So it brings you closer to your ability to use the grade 3's effect when you need 6 soul. I'll come to that in a minute. It's 9k, not that good. Yeah. When you also look for the grade 3, so you even get your stack again, so always good. Always need a good stack. Oracle Guardian Red Eye. Okay, this is a very good card. You attack. All you need is one of them to hit, and you soul charge, and you essentially have 6 soul for your Tsukiyomi grade 3. The reason is that when you get the full ride chain off for Tsukiyomi, you only have 5 soul. So you either need to use a Psychic Bird to soul charge it, draw a card, or this to attack. I'd rather attack because it's essentially a Psychic Bird. You essentially break even, but you might draw a bad card. You might draw a trigger. You might draw really anything that you might not need, you might need. So it's really a gamble. I'd rather just attack, try to get some damage in, and get a soul charge, than have a gamble on what I draw. So it's always good. 3 Silent Tom. I think honestly he should run 4. I'm not an Oracle Think Tank player, but I feel like 4 is a good number. Take out 1 Coco for Silent Tom. That might be unbalancing, but if it comes down to it, I wouldn't want to ride of 6k. Especially Spike Brothers, not to be biased, but any deck really, 6k is not good. Alright, grade 3s. I should probably do this one first. Yeah, okay. 1 SP, Tsukiyomi, very nice. Sorry about that, my battery died, so I just recharged it. I just watched the video, so I was talking about the SP Tsukiyomi, very nice. Yeah. So its effect is Counterblast 2, draw 2, put 1 card from your hand to your soul. So essentially, if you miss a ride chain and you get 6 soul, you can put it back and you can become 11k again. So that's why this ride chain is so good. It's so forgiving because you can draw cards and revitalize your soul, so you can get back to 11k, or simply just draw cards. I mean, I like cards. I don't know about you, but I like free cards. Is it free? Counterblast. Yeah, +1. Because you draw 2, you put 1 from your hand to your soul. So essentially, if you get both of them off, you get a +2. You get to change your hand, so you have too many grade 3s, too many draw triggers. Put your grade 1s or grade 2 Tsukiyomis back to soul, as I said before. Honestly, this SP, it's not that amazing. I mean, it's just a bunch of dots. Honestly, like this better. It looks nicer because it's like shimmering lights. Yeah. So Counterblast 2, draw 2, put 1 to his soul. It's 11k, so that's good. Only if you get the ride chain. Yeah. So it's a 9k if you don't. But oh shit, not again. God, this cup sucks. Oh yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but like this is like a nose thing. Anyway, go back to that. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Yeah, so that's Tsukiyomi. 9k if you don't have all the right chains, but yeah, good card. Finally, the last grade 3s in the deck. CEO Amaterasu. The English player called him Amaterasu, and it's really funny. Soul Charge, check top card. It's 14k if you have 4 more cards in hand. Essentially, if you have 2 cards in hand before you attack, and you attack, you become 14 because you drive check. And the effect happens, and you still get the 4k after you drive check. So, you kind of want to announce that to your opponent. So, if you're going to boost, and you'll be like, I'm attacking for 16, when you have 2 cards, and you'll be like, herp derp, I'm 20 now, tricked ya. 1 trigger to pass, buddy. Yeah, so, it's kind of your backup if you don't get the ride chain off. He runs 8 grade 3s. I respect that because equal chance of getting this or the ride chain. Wouldn't want to be just stuck with a 9K if that comes down to it. And this has a chance of soul charging the necessary ride chain parts, though it's really hit and miss. I'd rather just go into Tsukiyomi, try to get the parts back together, but it's really difficult if you don't have the 6 soul. So maybe use this for a few turns, soul charge, get it together. Really don't want to use the Mega Blast on this thing. Honestly, like, I didn't know this thing had a Mega Blast until like a couple weeks ago, because no one ever used it. Yeah, so that's the Tsukiyomi build my friend let me borrow. Very good. I just got outplayed at locals. It wasn't the deck's fault. It was mainly the guys too skilled, pulling double crits both game, getting through my 15k shield. Good player, good player. Totally practiced that at home. I wish I had his time and practice that at my house. Anyways, I think what was I gonna do? I think I'm gonna post matches because this channel really needs other things than just discussions and deck profiles. I think I need to bring some matches into the channel. Maybe I think I'll try to get my friend to play this, and maybe we'll have some matches and Spike Brothers. Maybe someone can play my Neo Nectar, etc. I'll try to get that out to you guys. Yeah, so thanks for watching. See you guys in a bit.